Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Gaura Purnima Mahotsavam ki, Nittai Gaura Premanande. So, நான் இப்போ ஆங்கிலத்தில் பேசுவேன், சாயங்காலம் தமிழில் பேசுவேன். I'm going to give as scheduled an English session, speaking in English now, and in the evening I will speak in Tamil, whatever Tamil I know. So I will speak a little bit about the philosophical aspect and the deep meaning of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In the evening when the big celebrations happen and the Abhishekam and all happens and there is more amount of public, that time maybe we will speak some Leela. The deep reasons and the philosophical discussion on who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and why does he descend in this way is very brilliantly mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which cannot be done within a span of 1 hour, obviously. So I'm just taking some salient points, and after reading a little bit, we will discuss those points. Anarpita jarim chirat karunayavatirnah kalo samarpayitum unnatojjvala rasam swabhakti shriyam haripurada sundara dvyutikadamba sandipitah sada hridaya kandhare spurutva sachinandana. I'm reading from text 4, Adilila chapter 3, if you want to check in your phone. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost core of your heart. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has descended in this age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most elevated mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. This is a quotation from Vidagdha Madhava, a drama compiled and edited by Srila Rupa Goswami. Purna Bhagavan Krishna Vrajendra Kumara Goloke Vrajera Saha Nitya Vihara. Lord Krishna, the son of the king of Vraja, is the supreme Lord. He eternally enjoys transcendental pastimes in his eternal abode Goloka, which includes Vraja Dhama. ब्रह्मार एक दिने तिन्हो एक बारा अवतीर्ण होना करेना prakata vihara. Once in a day of Brahma, he descends to this world to manifest his transcendental pastimes. Satya Treta Dwapara Kali Chari Yuga Jani Se Chari Yuge Divya Eka Yugamani. We know that there are 4 ages yugas, namely Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali. These 4 together constitute one Divya Yuga. Ekatara Chaturyuge Ekamanva Antara Chaudhamanva Antara Brahmara Divasa Bhitara. 71 Divya Yugas constitute one Manvantara. There are 14 Manvantaras in one day of Brahma. So I'll stop here briefly. So we are discussing the appearance of Lord Chaitanya, which happened 500 plus years ago. Exactly, it happened 536 years ago. So Lord Chaitanya appeared. In Indian history, he appeared during the Mughal period's beginning, before the Mughal period's beginning. Lodi dynasty was ruling, also Muslim Islam dynasty. And then Babur came and invaded. So before that, Lord Chaitanya appeared. And during the Muslim rule, he was here. And he passed away after 48 years of his manifest pastimes. This is the recorded history. 48 years, in 48 years, 24 years he remained in his grahastha life, in his brahmachari life, etc. And when he was 24 years, he took sannyas. And he was married 2 times. His first wife died, then his second wife, Lakshmi Priya, Vishnu Priya, you know that. And then when he took sannyas, his wife was 16 years old. His mother was 70 years old. He was 24 years old. He walked out of the house and took sannyas. Why? That is a big reason why he took sannyas. Why the Supreme Personality of Godhead has to come into this world and take sannyas. It's not just ordinary sannyas. It is many reasons mentioned. So this is a very important, very, very important discussions on why he is doing what he is doing. Because what Krishna does, nobody knows. Bhishma is telling the Pandavas before he is passing away on the bed of arrows, nobody knows why he is doing what he is doing, when he is doing. That is the meaning of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He describes him that nobody can know. Even the gopis did not know. His most dearest gopis, he disappeared from the Ras Leela just like that, chak. Only he knows. This is the meaning of Abhijna Swarat, fully conscious, independent personality of Godhead. So these are all things we get to learn about who is God. Who is he? He is a person, and he is a supreme person, and he's got these amazing qualities. Mostly, if you read the Bhagavad-Gita, you get an introduction to who God is. Bhagavad-Gita is Sambandha Gyan, a relationship scripture. It teaches you your first initial relationship with God in awe and reverence. Because Krishna reveals himself there. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattas sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajate maam bhuta bhava samanvita. He says that everything material and spiritual coming from me. I am the Supreme. I am God. He reveals himself powerfully who I am. And then you become very small. And you understand who God and his greatness is. In the Vishwarupa Pastime 11th chapter, he will show his Vishwarupa. In the 10th chapter, he will describe his glories, who he is, how great he is. All this is Bhagavad Gita. It speaks about the soul inside matter and the duties of the soul inside matter. And it speaks about a little bit about constitutional duty, conditional duty and constitutional duty. When you are conditioned, what are your duties? You have 2 types of duties when you are conditioned. Material duties and your spiritual duties. Because you are Jivera Swarupa Hoi Krishnera Nityadas. You are eternally a servant of Krishna, spiritual, completely liberated person actually. So you have 2 types of duties. And this is what people battle with. It has come down to such a low level of scaling. It's called work-life balance now. Actually, a original thing is to manage my material life in such a way and navigate it in such a way that I'll be able to achieve the real purpose of life, going back to Krishna, becoming eternally engaged in service. Right? So the challenge for many devotees is how to manage my material and my spiritual life together. This is what Bhagavad Gita speaks about, Varnashrama Dharma, how to do it, how to balance it. It speaks about karma, karma yoga, sakama karma, nishkama karma, jnana, all these things speaks. Because it's necessary for us inside this world to know all these things. But Krishna introduces us to, everywhere he'll keep saying, but if you become my devotee, but my devotee is like this, but devotee, I am like this, and all that. In the 9th chapter, he goes to say, even my devotee makes mistake, he's paka. You can see elements of his, what he wants to introduce. So Bhagavad Gita, you will see Sambandha Gyan. and all that. But Prabhupada saying in the introduction to Chaitanya Charitamrita is about beyond Bhagavad-Gita. What Krishna told in Bhagavad-Gita is basics. There he doesn't reveal about himself so much. Right? When he comes as Krishna also, he is limited in certain ways. Because I have come inside the human society and I have to also conduct myself as a human being. Plus, I have to also be God. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. And then here and there, that's why initially he does 1 to 10 years he is in Vrindavan. 125 years is manifest pastimes. In that 10 years in Vrindavan approximately, that's when he shows his real personality. Shyama Sundara Krishna. But then he leaves them. 10 years and he goes. That means 115 years he is manifesting his pastime as God. In Dwaraka he becomes God. Mathura he becomes God, kills Kamsa. Then Dwaraka he marries 16,108 wives. To show I am God, I can marry 16,000 wives and maintain them. Within your own system, half a wife you can't maintain nowadays in Kali Yuga properly. So difficult. Relationships and everything. And here is Krishna. So people can't understand what is this story. 16,108 wives. In Kali Yuga people wonder, you're worshipping such a person? Bad. Don't understand. Just cannot understand. God. If you don't understand the basics of Bhagavad Gita and who God is, you will not understand. So Bhagavad Gita will create lot of questions in you about God. Why did he do this? Why did he kill Karna like this? Why did he tell this to Ashwatthama, Dronacharya? The moral, ethical stuff, you can't get out of it. You're stuck and you're struggling with moral and ethical thing. That's what Bhagavad Gita is meant for, to keep you there asking these questions. But you get attracted to Krishna because Krishna has revealed himself to you. And you know he is great. And you know who you are. You are part and parcel of Krishna. So you will struggle in understanding. But as you perform devotional service, especially because of the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the real personality of Krishna opens up to you. For that only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. He said, Bhagavad Gita I spoke, it's going to be like this only. But if all the conditioned souls in this world really need to know me, and really need to enjoy their own position to the topmost level as spirit souls, part and parcel of me, it's only I who can do it. Because my plenary portions, my avatars come as Vishnu, and they come and do yada yada hi dharmasya glani, they put dharma properly, they do varnashrama, settle everything properly, systems properly, that is religion. They make sure that religion is followed properly. But they never get to know me fully. And I never get to enjoy with them in my full potency. Only I can do this. So it is mentioned, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God himself. He appears in his very, very private, confidential, internal emotions. And there are many reasons for that. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it is given. So we will look into those reasons. Now when he appeared, here you are reading here, Divya Yuga. In basic Bhagavad Gita you will see that Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Maharyat Brahmano Viduhu Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Te Aho Ratra Vidhojana. You will see Krishna is just throwing this inside. You know what's the age of Brahma? How do you calculate? He just puts one shloka inside and everybody gets completely bewildered. Wow, what size, what numbers. 311 trillion and 40 or 4 billion years is the lifetime of Brahma. Please let me go back to my home. I can't take these numbers. Because Krishna is throwing it inside, you do not know what is size. You have to know, because you guys are conditioned by size and black and white and 1 and 0 and dualities and everything to do with our software and everything is about 1 and 0. It's all about dualities. It's about this. So here, take these numbers. Know my size. Brahma size you know. Mine you will not know. Mam tu vedana kaschana, he's saying. I know, me nobody knows. In Bhagavad Gita is saying, me nobody knows. Not at all easy to know. Why? You can know only through devotion. Bhaktya tva ananyaya sakya ahamevam vidorjuna gyatum drashtum chatatvena praveshtum parantapa. He's saying that only through devotion. And he keep on telling in Bhagavad Gita, become my devotee. My devotee is so good. I will excuse him even if he does wrong. He is the topmost. He is the right path. He is the greatest yogi. Everything actually Bhagavad Gita is glorifying devotion and devotional service. But he doesn't speak too much about it because it's question and answer session with Arjuna. You did not ask those things. You are asking Varnashrama questions. I am giving you Varnashrama answer. In between I am telling you, whenever I am answering the question I am telling you but I am giving you a bonus always. Everywhere. If you read Bhagavad Gita you will see this bonus. In the 9th chapter especially Krishna will go right ahead and tell Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Worship me. That's all you need to know. All these questions are not really required. You worship me. You must get to worship me and develop love for me. So it requires Krishna himself to teach you how to perform pure devotional service. Because he is the authority for that. And he is the Vishaya. He is the object of that love. And you, living entities, are all classified as Ashraya, seeking the shelter of the Lord. He is the object of all love, all attraction and everything. Right? So, Lord, in association with his devotees, he also enjoys loving relationships. And out of all the devotees, the topmost devotee is Radharani. So he is always very attracted to Radharani because of her devotion to Krishna. So he is thinking, you see, this is one thing I cannot enjoy because I am God. I cannot enjoy what a devotee is enjoying by being sheltered by the object Vishaya. That experience I am not having. And Radharani is enjoying that. And she is my topmost devotee and her enjoyment is super. What is she enjoying? What is her position? And these rasas and mellows that I exchange in me, how is it functioning? How is it actually experienced? In order to understand this, Krishna takes the mood of Radharani and the luster and the color of Radharani. That's why it's mentioned, Radha Bhava Suvilitau Naumi Krishna Surupam. Right? He wants to enjoy the bhava, the emotion of his greatest of devotees, who is in this emotion of love for Krishna. Because it's mentioned that Krishna is the most attractive. Naturally, he is the supreme absolute truth. But it seems that Krishna himself is attracted to himself. This is very interesting. You will see in this butter stealing pastime, he will go to different houses. One house he will see the pillar fully studded with gems, mirrored and all that. And before stealing butter, looks very beautiful. With his curly locks of hair and his earrings, Makara Kundala jingling on his ears, and his face, his bimba, fruit red lips, luscious lips and bright eyes, and bare bodied with his little thing tied around his waist and his jeweled legs and everything. Suddenly he looks in the mirror in this thing and he sees himself and says, who is this? He's in between the butter stealing, he got distracted by his own form. And he looks at that and says, wow, it's very beautiful. He's looking at his own reflection, it seems, Balakrishna, and saying, it's very beautiful looking. And he stops and looks and relishes his own form. So he also wants to relish what the devotee is relishing. This is the form they are all looking at and enjoying. I am seeing only now, right? And I relish it. So these are the reasons that even God has, because He is a person. He's just a supreme person. He is also like you and me. But His desires are supreme and vast and huge, scaled up. So He feels, I want to enjoy what Radharani is enjoying, all the devotees are enjoying. And then He appears, taking the mood of Radharani, taking the color of Radharani, golden colored. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you can see him very beautiful looking, almost 7 feet tall. He just bare-bodied, wears just a small cloth around from his waist to his knees. Ajanulambita bhujau kanakavadhato sankirtanaika nipunau kamalayataksho vishwambharo dvijavaro yugadharma palo vande jagat priyakaro karunavataro. There is a description of his beauty. God decides to come in some way. For him everything happens immediately. Instantly his form is all set right by his internal energy. He doesn't have to go to the mall, go to the shop and check the color I want, wear it and see how it is. And then it is not correct. Can you repair this? Can you do this? And so much of hard work we have to do. Then finally you stand in front of the mirror. It's not at all good yet. It's not like that for him. I desire like this. Boom. It's all done exactly as he wants by the material energy. By the internal energy. And he's assumed that beautiful form. That is the form of the Lord. Very attractive. Very attractive. And then he jumps and dances, leaps into the air. And tears flow out of his eyes. And his eyes are always wet. His eyes are always wet with tears. Because his Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagyai Sankirtana Prayer Yajantehi Sumedasha. Intelligent people, Sumedasha, they will understand that he is God and they will follow him in Kali Yuga. And they will chant the holy names as per his prescription. So, he is manifested himself in his very beautiful, attractive form. Externally, the reasons are, Advaita Acharya has called me. Advaita Acharya has done austerity, every day worshipping Shalagrama on the bank of the Ganges with Ganges water and Tulasi, and called for me because the situation is very bad in the material world. Navadvip, which is most famous for Vedic study and understanding of the truth, absolute truth, has degraded itself. And Advaita Acharya is praying and asking, you must come. So I have to go. That is external reason. Another is, this is Yuga Dharma, I have to propagate. It is Kali Yuga, I am the Yuga Avatara, I have to introduce the Harinama Sankirtana. These are all external reasons. The internal reason is very deep. I want to enjoy what my devotees are enjoying, especially Radharani. So I accept that mood. And that mood of Radharani is fully in separation from Krishna. When he was 10 years old, he left. And all the gopis came and sat down under the wheels, pulled the horse, said, don't go. And they were completely broken. That Krishna is going to go. Akrura has come to take Krishna. How dare he go leaving us alone? What we will do? For them, everything is Krishna. Life is Krishna. So he left. He said, I'll come back. Don't worry, I'll come back. He never came, actually. He never came. He came after 125 years, it's mentioned. He came later. So he left and they were in separation. In separation, they enjoyed Krishna consciousness to a very high degree. When you are separated from somebody whom you love very much, you will end up thinking more about them than when they were physically present. So Vipralamba Bhava, that separation brought them deep into deeper meditation. And Krishna purposely did that. He did that so that they be in greater Krishna consciousness. So he left. So Radharani was most of the time in separated mode. So he also assumed that mode of separation from Krishna. She was always chanting Krishna's name, always aspiring to have Krishna's association, exactly like Radharani. So in that mood, he became a devotee of Krishna only. Krishna becomes Krishna's devotee and enjoys that mood. So it's a very amazing aspect of God, Krishna, that he can do this. And then other internal reasons are, I want to actually personally teach everybody relationships, mellows, right? Normally there are 5 mellows: Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya and Madhurya Rasa. Mellows, relationships. But Lord Chaitanya does not bother about teaching anything to do with Shanta Rasa. He starts only Dasya, Sakya, and in that actually Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya is where everything happens. So he is the reason is, I want to be the personally teaching everybody how to relate with me in these mellows of love. So that is the reason that Rupa Goswami, who was an expert in understanding these mellows, when he understood everything that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught, he became very happy. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamakyam. So it's all about love. It's all about bhakti. It's all about romance. It's all about whatever you want in this material world in which you'd never get properly. In its completion, in its perfection, you will get if you do it with Krishna. If you relate with Krishna and establish relationship. And what are those ways you can do? Vatsalya, Madhurya, Sakya, Dasya and all that. Krishna is saying, I should personally teach them. Because my expansions, avatars, always do yada yada hi dharmasya glanir and establish religion. But if mellows of love have to be taught, I have to do it personally. So he came personally. So who is Lord Chaitanya? He is not golden avatara, though we refer to him like that. He is Krishna himself. And in what mood? In his very private mood. Very deeply confidential private mood. So he is the most Krishnast of the Krishna that you can see. He is very Krishna, deeply Krishna. Right? That is why when Rupa Goswami understood and wrote this, he was very surprised. Nobody knows this about my heart. How does Rupa Goswami know this? And he was very happy that Rupa Goswami has caught it, because I've come here to speak this and tell everybody. And Rupa Goswami caught hold very nicely of the teachings. That is why he slapped Rupa Goswami. And he told, how did you know this? He slapped him very lovingly. How dare you come to know this about me? And Rupa Goswami did not say anything, because he knows he is in ecstasy that I have understood it. So these were the types of relationships he had with devotees. All his close devotees, they were all gopis. Rupa Goswami, Swarup Damodar Goswami, Ramananda Rai, all of them, Lalita, Vishaka, gopis and all of them together, taking part and assisting him in enjoying what he wants to enjoy. Right? So this was the feeling and the love deeply inside. So he has come, Krishna has appeared. And for what purpose he has appeared? He's got external reasons and internal reasons. And he's appearing like an ordinary person in a Brahmin's house. Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata. Very amazing devotees, both of them. They, if you read the history in Krishna Leela, you will see that Krishna's father is Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj's father is Parjanya. Parjanya had 5 sons and one of them was Nanda. In the same way that Parjanya became Upendra Mishra in Chaitanya Leela. And Upendra Mishra's son is Jagannath Mishra. Upendra Mishra has 7 sons. His 5th son is Jagannath Mishra. And Jagannath Mishra is married to Sachi Devi, Sachi Mata, whose father is Nilambara Chakravarti, very famous, wonderful devotee. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is appearing in the house of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata. And this is their lineage. And the period is the same millennium when Krishna also appears. In the lifetime of Brahma that we spoke about, Sahasra Yuga Paryantam, 1000 Divya Yugas make one 12-hour day of Brahma. In the 12-hour day of Brahma, 14 Manus come and go. 14 Manus come and go. Each Manu lasts for 71 Divya Yugas. If you multiply 71 by 14, you will get nearly 1000. Okay? So each Manu lasts for 71 Divya Yugas. So we are in Brahma's 28th Divya Yuga. In that day of Brahma, we are in the 28th Divya Yuga, in the period of the 7th Manu, Vaivasvata Manu. In the 28th Divya Yuga, in the Kali Yuga, of that Divya Yuga, Lord Chaitanya has appeared. And preceding that, in the Dwapara Yuga, Krishna appeared. 5000 years back Krishna appeared, 500 plus years back Lord Chaitanya appeared. In the same Divya Yuga, in the 28th Divya Yuga. And Brahma is in his second 50 years. Brahma is already Dvitiya Parardhe, means he's already past 50 years of his life. You put all these things together, the timing and the spread. There's Brahma's life. Brahma's life means he's already finished 50 years of his life. And he's in the second 50 years, Dvitiya Parartha, second half of his life. He has stepped into the second 50 years. In that one day is 12 hours for him. In that 12 hours is 14 Manus and inside the 1000 Divya Yugas that happen. Okay? In that 14 Manus, 7 Manus, 7th Manu is Vaivasvata Manu's period going on now. And all the time it is only daytime for Brahma. Still one day is not over. You must remember that. For Brahma, it must be 28th, if it is 28th Divya Yuga out of 1000 Divya Yugas. Right? It is 28th Divya Yuga only. Just the beginning of the day. It's just about, 28 by 1000 is like what fraction of the day? How much is it? 28 by 1000. 3 by 100. 1 by 33. 1 by 30 of the day of Brahma is this happening now. And it is Vaivasvata Manu's period. In that Vaivasvata Manu's period, 28th, in that Vaivasvata Manu's period, in the millennium of this thing, Kali Yuga, he is appearing. In the same, once in a day of Brahma, Krishna appears. In the 1000 Yugas, he appears once, Krishna. And in that same 1000 Divya Yugas, once only Lord Chaitanya will appear. So imagine how fortunate we are. We are inside that particular time and period. In the entire, even if you come again and again in this material world, you will not see Lord Chaitanya and Lord Krishna so closely. Just 500 years back, and we are talking, during Babur's time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. That is Indian history. But you look at in the longer history of Brahma's lifetime and everything, you will see how fortunate you are. Oh my gosh. It's very fortunate why it's only 500 years back. It's only 536 years back. 1486, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. The Chaitanya Charitamrita tells 1485, Krishna entered Jagannath Mishra's heart. in 1485. And in 1486, after 13 months, he stayed in the womb of Sachi Devi for 13 months. Then only she delivered. Means he appeared. And Nilambar Chakravarti, the father of Sachi Mata, said, he is the Supreme Lord himself. He is looking for the right time to appear. So for him, it all does not matter. 13 months, 9 months, all doesn't matter. He is not conditioned by anything. Not that by 9 months you must come out, otherwise you are not a human being. There's no rules for him like that. So Nilambar Chakravarti said, don't worry, to his daughter, you are carrying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He will come at the right time. He is time himself, so there is no question of time. Just don't worry. So 13th month, he chose to come during the lunar eclipse. And the Chaitanya Charitamrita says that Rahu covered the moon. Why? Gaura Chandra is appearing. What is the necessity for this moon? This mundane material moon. Cover him. So it seems Rahu covered the moon and Gaura Chandra appeared. The moon of Gaura appeared. Nitai Gaura Premanande, Gaura Purnima Mahotsava ki, Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki. So today is that day. You know how important today is now? In terms of Brahma, Brahma is watching today. Everybody is watching, all the devatas are all watching. In this piece of place called Bharatavarsha, he has appeared. So you can understand why Bharatavarsha is so important. Out of all the Varshas and all the different planetary systems and everything, he chose to appear here, boom, from Goloka, directly in the mood of Radharani. He is appearing. Today is that auspicious day. So it's not an ordinary day at all. The world will go on king, boom, boom, and all the traffic and all the people running around and searching for money and that business I cracked and this will happen. World keeps going on. People are busy because they are kept busy. By whom? By Krishna's material energy. Why? Because they are not in Krishna consciousness. If you're not in Krishna consciousness, your default have to be kept very busy, worrying and anxiety. In lust, greed, anger, envy, everything will eat you up and you'll be very busy. But somewhere in the corner of this whole world, few people are getting together and celebrating Gaura Purnima. Irrespective of what the world is doing, they're not bothered about Putin dropping bombs. They're not bothered about the nuclear war. They're not bothered about Kashmiri Files movie also. They're not bothered about anything. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. They are dancing and chanting the holy name. Because this is very important. Why? It is absolute truth. You're connecting from here into the absolute truth, beyond the illusion, beyond the duality, beyond the Maya. You are connecting with Krishna himself. And if you connect, he is present with you. Right now, today, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can be connected with by you. It can be connected by you. That is why Krishna is coming to perform these leelas. Why? Because then you can get an opportunity to connect. Somebody is trying to confirm every statement that I am saying with a special background effect. So you should not worry. It's also something to do with the Gaura Purnima. Right? So, very special day for all of us, happening in this period and in this time like this. Thank you. So, one is the internal reasons why Lord Chaitanya appeared, where he appeared, to whom he appeared, and what is his purpose. These are all things that we should meditate on so that we can be in the right mood when we actually offer our worship to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada told us it's not enough you know Krishna is great, you should know how he is great. And that is described in Bhagavad-Gita, that he is great in the 10th and 11th chapter. But when you know Krishna as a person, as a supreme person, and you get exposed to his feelings and his emotions, which are very private only to Krishna, and when he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he makes it known. He makes it known. Why? Because he makes everybody know about Radharani. And if you know about Radharani, you'll get to know about me and my association with Radharani and my emotional relationships. All that becomes known. And every devotee is connected in that type of emotional relationship with Krishna. You also come to know. Because only when you are in bhakti can you fully understand Krishna. Bhaktyamam abhijanati. The absolute truth, me. You can understand me only when you get into devotion. If you are in Gyan, in Karma, in Yoga, you will get a very small sliver of understanding only. You'll understand my greatness, everything, and you'll end up asking for mukti and you'll get mukti. That's a very basic relief from matter you'll get. But actually there's a whole range beyond that. All of which you will miss if you simply go for mukti. So for devotees, mukti is not something important. So Vellumangal Thakur is known to have said, Mukti swayam mukulitanjali sevate asman. Mukti, she is waiting at my doorstep. I have not yet attended to her. She is waiting with folded hands and waiting for my attention. I don't have time. I am busy relating with Krishna and serving Krishna. In due course of time, if necessary, I will attend. I am not bothered about my liberation from matter and all. I am already engaged in Krishna's service. I am already absorbed in Krishna. Why should I talk about mukti? Yasyalinde param brahma. Like that another famous shloka mentioned there. It says, Shruti mitere, Shruti atare, what is that? Bharata manye bhayabhitaha. Ahamiham Nanda. It says that some people are reading the scripture, the Shruti, and they are doing these things. Some people are reading the Smriti and they are afraid of these things. And the Mahabharata is speaking about this and that and everything. But for me, I know that the supreme absolute truth, Param Brahman, is crawling around Nanda Maharaja's compound in his house. I meditate on him, that is enough for me. Shruti, Smriti, that, this, all I am not bothered about. I am simply absorbed in this beautiful child crawling around in cow dung and urine in the Goshala of Nanda Maharaj. He is Param Brahma. He is Parabrahman. That is enough for me. So devotees know what is the real essence of religion, what is the need for religion, and why is Krishna coming. The real business of life is to relate in bhakti with the Supreme Lord. And because you won't do it, and because you are such a rascal who want to forget the Supreme Lord, your Supreme Father, and dally around and wallow around in this muck of a place called material world, and enjoy matter every now and then, and he knows that you are a very stubborn fellow also, he is slowly creeping to you. My dear boy, lollipop, you see the moon, how it is? Very nice. Open your mouth, put inside. This is what he is doing. He is very affectionate to you, and you are an idiot, number one, and very naughty, stupid fellow who doesn't know what is good for him. Nate vidu swartagati mihi vishnum durashaya ye bhirattamanina. Same thing Prahlad Maharaj says. Useless fellow does not know what is good for him. And who else will look after him? Only his real father. His real father, Pita ahamasya jagato mata data pitamaha. I am your real father, I am your mother, I am your grandfather forever. Krishna is declaring this in Bhagavad Gita. And you will say, no, my father. I put my mala around my father's photograph and my mother's photograph. They passed away 10 years back. My mother is everything, my father is everything from him. Arey Baba, I am your father and mother, original. No, I have a light of affection for them. But you are going to die and they are already dead. The relationship will die. No, as long as it lasts, it's okay for me. And then they die. You die, they die. Again you are born. Another father and mother. Again another relationship. They will die, you will die. But Krishna is saying, listen, you've been ragged by material nature for father and mother so long. None of them are really your father and mother. It's me who is really looking after you. Look this side. Look at me. So he is coming like that. Now he is creeping in as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he's telling, open your mouth, say Krishna, open your mouth and say Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Very good. Say it again. So, because Kali Yuga people are so low class. So low class. Like Bhaktivedanta Sri Thakur told us the story of Lallu and Kallu. The king's two sons, deadly fellows, two dirty, mischievous rascals. And nobody can teach them, they'll not go to any school. So the king became very worried. Future king is supposed to be, look at both of them, dirty looking fellows. It's cartooned very nicely in the book, Lallu and Kallu. They're smoking, they're drinking, they're doing all sorts of crazy things. And any tuition teacher comes, any guru comes, they will give him the hell of a time and send him out. So this famous teacher he brings and say, I will do it. And so Lallu and Kallu said, he has come challenging, saying that he will do it. Let's see how he'll do it. Teach us. He's going to teach us, we will see. Like that. So Lallu and Kallu are being taught very smoothly by this. Look at that animal, cow. Cow. Very nice cow, they both say cow. See how many legs the cow has got? Cow has got 1, 2. Hey Lallu, he's trying to teach you numbers. Don't count. He's trying to teach you numbers. I understood. No. How many legs I got? I don't know to count. He'll answer. Then the teacher will rascal. Then he'll show the cat. Cat, how many ears it has got? Lallu, don't. He's again trying to teach you numbers. Like this, they were so smart to avoid getting education. You know what to do, these fellows? It's very difficult to teach you if you don't want it. Same way in Kali Yuga, very cautious, I should not become religious. Very cautious, don't believe in God. This is the type of temperament being spread everywhere. God is like God is. You don't know who is God. Nobody taught you properly. Never have you been taught. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to teach. Apani achari bhakti sikhai mo sabare. I myself will follow it. I myself will become a devotee of Krishna. Krishna himself is telling, I will become a devotee of Krishna. And I will teach them, this is the way to do it. This is the way you should do religion. This is what is mentioned in Bhagavad-Gita. So he has come for that purpose, because we are very adamant rascals. And he has come to teach you, saying, open your mouth, say Krishna. And you'll see the people, I will not say it. You see in Kali Yuga, open your mouth, please. Can you open, can you give prasadam, can you eat? What is that? What is that you give? It's very nice to taste, it's just sweet, it's like this. It will taste it out, it is nice, I'll eat it. This is how Prabhupada preached to the Westerners. He gave them rasagulla, gulab jamun and all that, and said, you may not like me, but you will definitely have to like the rasagulla and the gulab jamun. So he put one jar of gulab jamun in the entrance. And see, how much more you want you can take. They put their hand inside and eat the gulab jamun. They got caught because they were eating Krishna prasadam. And then after eating, they said, I must listen to this man, what he's talking. He's giving so much sweet. And then he started chanting Hare Krishna, it came out of their mouth, Hare Krishna. And they started playing some instrument and all that, and Prabhupada caught them. That is the process in Kali Yuga, that somehow or the other you should chant the name of Krishna. So merciful he has become. Krishna has become so merciful. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvashe Namaha. Mahavadanyaya, the most merciful incarnation of God. Because he doesn't see that you are nonsense. He doesn't see that your karma is bad. He doesn't see you're sinful. He doesn't see you're a rascal. He just gives you. Without any conditions, he gives you the holy name. It doesn't matter, you simply chant. Everything will become all right. So, Krishna has come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, knowing fully well how the residents of Kali Yuga are. And he has crafted an amazing yoga process of chanting the holy name of Krishna to completely purify you. and develop love of Godhead, pure love of Godhead. You don't have to do yoga, you don't have to do karma, you don't have to do jnana. You simply have to chant and you'll become purified and you'll develop love of God, which is the real purpose of religion. So the real purpose of religion is to make you somehow or the other adjusted so that you can develop love for Krishna. So we welcome Chaitanya Mahaprabhu today into our heart, because today is Gaura Purnima, and we pray to him, fall at his feet. Tuma bina ke dayalu jagata samsare, patita pavana hetu tavai avatar, moisama patita prabhu napai vear. You have come because you are the most merciful. Who else can do this? And if nobody does this, what will happen to us? What will happen to me? So you know that I have no other hope but you, although I don't look at you. And you have come to give yourself to me, in spite of me not looking at you, not bothered about you. That is God. That is your Father. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when he sees you, he's not giving you something small. He's giving you the topmost wealth. Chirad adattam nijagupta vittam swapremna namamritam ati udara. He is giving from his treasury. It's mentioned from his treasury, nijagupta vittam. Vittam means your treasury. In the treasury, the deepest portion of his treasury. He's taking that treasure, that is love for himself, in the form of the holy name. Swapremna namamritam ati udara. Therefore he is very merciful. Love of God is not at all easy to get. Bhakti, pure bhakti, you will never get actually. Only if Krishna himself gives, you will get. You can get jnana, you can get karma, you can get even mystic siddhis through yoga. But prema, love for Krishna, only Krishna can give if he so desires. Mukti pradatar sarvesham Vishnureva na samshayah. Vishnu can give you mukti. There is no doubt. But who can give you love of God? Krishna only can give you. That too, the Vraja Bhakti, that only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can give, like the gopis. That is being given to you if you chant the holy name offenselessly. You will get the topmost, you may be the lowest, but by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, you get the highest benefit. The lowest gets the highest in Kali Yuga. Why? Because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Daya Karoho Bichar Bichar Koile Chitte Pabe Chamatkar. If you want to examine anything, please examine the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you get inside and examine the mercy, Chitte Pabe Chamatkar, instantly you will become enlightened if you appreciate the mercy of Chaitanya. That's what we have been trying to do. So today you should appreciate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. Appreciate, you should acknowledge, no? If your father is working so hard to get to you, should you not say, thank you, I appreciate it. You don't even say, I love you and all that. You at least say, okay, I got it. Thank you, Papa. You tried very hard. I'll try to do something about it. At least that much you must do. At least you must acknowledge that you're working so hard for me. I recognize it. That is decency, basic etiquette for acknowledging the work of your Father, the Supreme Father. So even if you do that much today, He becomes very pleased. But all of you are devotees already. I don't have to tell you that. You're already chanting and dancing in front of the Lord. It pleases Him immensely. In Kali Yuga, if you clap your hands, raise your hands and chant the holy name in front of Krishna, He instantly becomes pleased. He's actually Alpa Santoshi. You can please Him very easily in Kali Yuga. Right? Kevala, it says. Simply chant Krishna's name, you become very, no great puja, nothing required. You will simply stand in front of the Lord and feelingly chant His holy names. So today you spend your time chanting japa as much as you can. you engage in kirtan, you engage in reading. There will be readings of Chaitanya Charitamrita here throughout. Hearing these things and trying to remain absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Om Tat Sat. Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Gaura Nitai ki, Shri Gaura Purnima Mahotsava ki, Nittai Gaura Premanande. No time now, I have to go.